Sports, where athletes bring us career-defining moments.
The Miami Heat, they've done it. They win their first championship in franchise history.
Tomlinson off the left side. Tomlinson sidesteps. Hello, history books.
Dynasties being created and destroyed.
Pass is intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler. Unreal.
And of course, the unthinkable.
This is caught. Diggs. Sideline. Touchdown. Unbelievable. Vikings.
And me? Well, I'm here to give you the truth. The one aspect that will never lie, the numbers.
These weak arms are heavy, it's on and I'm sweater already. Mom spaghetti's nervous, doing service, nigga calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole time goes around, he opens his mouth, the words won't come out. YouTube! What's going on, man? It's your boy, Numbers Fan Jay, back at it again with another video. It's Throwback Thursday, man. I had to do that real quick. One of my favorite movies growing up, 8 Mile, Eminem. That was just refreshing. But you know, we going into week 11 tonight. Steelers at Browns. But before we get into week 11, you know what we got to do. We got to go back to the Monday night game. Seahawks at 49ers was one of the greatest games that I've ever seen. It's one of the most nerve-wracking, frustrating, but great games. We had Russell Wilson versus the #1 defense in football right now. The 49ers been playing lights out. Russell Wilson's been playing like the best player in the NFL this year. This matchup was nothing short of what it sounded like. You know, we didn't have George Kittle didn't play for the 49ers. He was out. Emmanuel Sanders goes down later in the game. So late in the game, Jimmy G doesn't have George Kittle. Jimmy G doesn't have Emmanuel Sanders, but they find a way. They find a way to keep it close. They almost pull off the win, but Chase McLaughlin, I don't even know how you say his name. He shouldn't be kicking, man. That is exactly why we let him go from the Chargers. He's just not built for it. He's not built for the moment. He made every field goal up into the #1 field goal that he needed to make, which is the game winner. And it was nowhere close. Nobody touched the ball. Nobody tipped the ball. The snap was right. The hole was right. He was terrible on that kick. And it's been a story for him. But anyway, Russell Wilson's MVP stamp in this game was the 18-yard run on 3rd and 3 with 1:16 left in overtime. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, man, this is going to be a tie. Just go ahead and call it a tie and go home. Both of these teams just want it so bad. But Russell Wilson, yet again, beating the odds. 3rd and 3 at around midfield. 1:16 left to go. If he gets sacked or if he throws incomplete, they might just punt it away and just call it a night. I don't know. But he took off for 18. They run the clock down, kick the field goal, they win the game, give the 49ers their first loss of the season. I got that one wrong, meaning last week I went 2-11. 2-11 in my picks. Worst week by far. I apologize. So you know that this week is going to be my best week, right? You know that, right? I'll just let you know. But, so coming into the week, I'm 90, 57-1. The teams on the bye this week: Seahawks, Packers, Titans, Giants. But you know we gotta get into the news. So George Kittle is out again versus the Cardinals. Tough luck. Hopefully Sanders will be able to play, but Kittle is definitely out again against the Cardinals. Hopefully they won't need him. Hopefully. Jacoby Brissett is expected to play versus the Jaguars. That's huge because we saw how terrible Brian Hoyer played in this last game. Colin Kaepernick is working out for the NFL. He hasn't played in the NFL since 2016. Let me guys know what you feel about this Colin Kaepernick situation. Do you feel like He's going to be able to play. How do you feel? How do you feel? I'm sorry, my nose is itching. Jets head coach Adam Gase is returning in 2020. He's going to be back again despite them having a losing record this year. I think it's just been a really weird year, and the front office feels that way for the Jets. They decided that, hey, man, you've had a bad year, but it's not been your fault. We lost our quarterback to mono. How many times does that happen in the NFL? Like, it doesn't. It just doesn't happen. So they're like, you know what? You're going to get another year. Come on back. Matthew Stafford missed practice. He has fractured bones in his back, so that's 9 times out of 10 he's not going to play. We're going to assume that Jeff Driscoll is likely to start against the Cowboys, which is great news for the Cowboys. Antonio Brown is meeting with NFL investigators today. He's meeting with them today. They said it's likely to be the first of a few different meetings, so don't expect anything to be set in stone after today. That is what it is. We'll see where that goes. But getting into the predictions, let's get it, man. Thursday night tonight, Steelers at Browns. Pittsburgh won 7 of the last 8, and the other game was a tie. So Pittsburgh is 27th in rushing, 27th in passing as well. Cleveland is 7th versus the pass. So they're doing pretty good against the pass. They are 27th versus the run, though, and James Conner is coming back this game. He missed the last 2 games. So, I don't know. I personally feel like the Browns are going to win this. Despite James Conner coming in, I feel that way. For some reason, I feel like the Browns are going to win this game. We know Pittsburgh is second in takeaways, but the Browns haven't been turning over the last 2 games. They have 0 turnovers in their last 2 games. We know they won their last game by 3 over the Bills. And they nearly beat Denver. They should have beat Denver. If you watch that game, you probably feel the same way. But, also, just wanted to say there are no more undefeated teams after the 49ers just lost. The Bengals are the only winless team. So, that's the only thing that we're watching out for on the 0 in the win-loss column. Can the Bengals win a game? We'll see. We'll see. Jets at Redskins. I'm going Browns. Jets at Redskins. The 2-7 Jets versus the 1-8 Redskins. How we're gonna do this? I have no clue if I'm gonna. You know what? Stay right there. I got you. I got the coin right here for you, baby. Got the heads and the tails. It's right there for you. Cause I have no clue who to pick here. So we're just gonna. What you got? Heads, tails, heads. Okay. Heads. So we're gonna go with the home team. Gonna go with the home team, Redskins. I don't know where the quarter went, but forget it. The Jets won the last 2 in the matchup, but we're gonna go home team because quarter landed on heads. So that begins the early games on Sunday. Saints at Buccaneers. Saints won 4 of the last 6. They put up at least 24 in all 6 of those games. I don't expect this to be a good game. I expect the Saints to come out with a win. Improve to 8-2 over the 3-6 Buccaneers. Broncos at Vikings. Denver won the last 3, and they're coming off a bye week. This is the leading rusher, NFL's leading rusher, Dalvin Cook versus the Broncos defense. The run defense, that's 17th. Now, the NFL app has it projected as the Broncos' top 10 defense. I don't like that. Be specific. The run defense is 17th, okay? Denver is 4th versus the pass, 28th in points per game offensively. Minnesota is 5th in points per game allowed, and they're undefeated at home. I gotta go Minnesota. I don't think the Broncos are going to be able to put up any points. We might be looking at a shutout. That's how bad this is. Bills at Dolphins. Bills won 4 of the last 5. The Dolphins are 2-7. They beat the Colts because of Brian Hoyer. Let's be honest. Brian Hoyer is trash. Bills do struggle to score, but their defense should be able to take advantage of Ryan Fitzpatrick. on the other side. I got the Bills on the road here. Jaguars at Colts. Jaguars won 5 out of the last 7, including the last 4 in Jacksonville. The Jaguars offense is scoring in 24th. It's 24th in scoring in points per game. The Jags coming off a bye, as we talked about. I think they're going to be a little rusty. I know they've played well against the Colts, but the Colts are 2-0 in the division this year. So I'm going to have to go Colts at home. Jacoby Brissett is coming back. I like the Colts. Cowboys at Lions. Dallas won the last 3 in this matchup, and they're playing Jeff Driscoll. Jeff Driscoll, who is this guy? We're going Dallas. Dallas on the road. Falcons at Panthers. Atlanta won 5 of the last 6. But the Panthers need this one bad, guys. They really do. They started playing the tough teams like we thought, and they started losing. They lost against the Packers and lost against the 49ers, and they need this one, guys. So that's Christian McCaffrey and those guys, they need this one bad. So I got to go Panthers at home against the Falcons. Texans at Ravens. Game of the week. I love this matchup. This is a matchup of MVP candidates. Baltimore must get and take care of. Take down. Take care of. Same thing. Deshaun Watson. Because we know you can get to him, but sometimes he just won't go down. He just will not go down for whatever reason. One of the toughest quarterbacks to sack in the league. Baltimore, this is a problem because you're 29th in sacks. You only have 16. So Marcus Peters has helped you guys pull off a few coverage sacks here lately, but I don't know. Baltimore's offense is number 2 in total yards. Houston's offense is number 4 in total yards. Back to the Baltimore offense, number 1 in points per game, number 1 in rushing yards, almost 200 yards per game, 197 yards per game. Second on third down percentage, 48.6% of the time they convert on third down. First, the league's best team on fourth down, converting 76.9% of the time. Houston offensively, 8th in points per game, number 4 in rushing, 142 rushing yards per game themselves. 6th on third down, converting 46.9% of the time. 5th on fourth down, converting 70% of the time. So both teams are great, are clutch on offense. You know, third down, fourth down, they're likely going to convert. The key here is Houston is 3rd versus the run, but they are 29th versus the pass. So expect the Ravens to come out wanting to pass the ball, knowing that Lamar, if he doesn't see anything, he'll just take off. So I like the Ravens in this matchup. They're at home. They're the 2nd toughest team in the AFC to beat at home this year behind the Patriots. The only undefeated home team left. So, and they beat the Patriots. So, I mean, it is what it is. Houston is coming off a bye, but I don't think it's going to matter too much in this game. The Ravens are at home. They're still rolling. Got to go Ravens. Cardinals at 49ers to start the late games. The 49ers were humbled by that last game against the Seahawks. But the Cardinals still don't know how to win. We talked about how terrible Kyler Murray was in the 2-minute drill last week. I love the 49ers in this one. Even without George Kittle, I think they'll get another dub. They'll sweep the Cardinals this year. Patriots at Eagles, the Super Bowl rematch from a few years ago. Both teams are coming off a bye. The Eagles have won the last 2 games in this matchup, but the Patriots won the 4 games prior to that. The Patriots are 4th in sacks with 32 sacks coming into this game defensively. They are also 2nd in points per game offensively, while the Eagles are allowing 23 points per game defensively. So the Eagles also have a -1 turnover differential, while the Patriots have the number 1 turnover differential in the league. We know how they take care of the football, and they take it away on defense. Plus 17 turnover differential. I think that's a huge part in this game. The Eagles haven't played great this year. They've been up and down. I expect the Patriots to win this one on the road. I got Patriots. Bengals at Raiders. I swear to you, Monte, if y'all lose this game, I'm going to be highly upset. Please. The The Bengals have the worst run defense in the NFL. There's no way you lose this game. I'm saying it again. There's no way you lose this game. Gotta go Raiders at home. Even though the Bengals won the last 3 in the matchup, I gotta go Raiders. Bears at Rams have the Sunday night game. I still don't believe in Mitch Trubisky, even after the 3-touchdown performance last week. The Rams defense has also been playing very well the last few weeks. I gotta go Rams at home. Prime time game. I gotta go Rams at home. Chiefs at Chargers, the Monday night game in Mexico. Hey, it's gonna be lit. Altitude is like 7,400. It's crazy. Don't expect a lot of deep passes and all of that. Expect to see running plays. And if either team comes out trying to run really fast in the first quarter, they're gonna get gassed, and it's gonna be a huge problem. Chiefs won 9 of the last 10 in this matchup. We can talk about the Chiefs offense all day. We can talk about the Chargers offense and defense all day. We can talk about how Chiefs defense is 31st against the run. We could also talk about how they're 5th in sacks. We could also talk about how they're 28th on 4th down percentage, allowing the opponents to convert for 66% of the time. We could also talk about the biggest thing here, which is the turnover differential. Yet again, the Chiefs have a +2 turnover differential. The Chargers have a -6 turnover differential. I'm going to have to go with the Chiefs. And I have to go with the Chiefs on this one. I just don't see any possible way that my Chargers can win this game. It just doesn't seem possible. I don't see them. There's just no way. There's no way that my Chargers can win this game. I mean, jeez. Whoo. But yeah, guys, thank y'all for watching. Go Chiefs. Go Chiefs. It's your boy Jay. We out of here.